As we saw in the previous video, there's a lot of action on these newbie channels. Things scroll by super fast. It's easy to lose your generations and not know what's happening, or just have to scroll a bunch to find something you previously generated. It can be overwhelming. So what I prefer to do is to work directly with the MidJourney bot. So you should see over here a list of not all the users, there's like millions of users logged in right now, but the mods and most importantly, the MidJourney bot right here. If you don't see this list, you can show and hide the member list right here. I'm going to click on MidJourney bot. And once you click, just a regular click, we can see that it gives me a dialog to message him here. I shouldn't say him, message it. Or you can right click and click on message and it will take me to my direct messages on Discord. And now you can see my short little history with MidJourney bot on this particular Discord account. So just before recording this video, I generated 2 images, and this is done directly with the bot. So there's nobody else's stuff in here. This doesn't mean it's private, by the way. The images I generate are still publicly available on the showcase. That is something we'll cover in a separate video, but it does mean that I can see all of my work in one place. If you have trouble enabling the direct messaging, if you get some sort of error or you don't see the option to direct message the MidJourney bot, there's instructions on the MidJourney documentation that I'll link to that shows you how to enable direct messaging with the bot. It's just a simple Discord setting. So now I can run the imagine command in here. How about hand-drawn, close-up portrait, astronaut with green eyes in, I don't know. Let's just start with that. So hand-drawn close-up portrait of an astronaut with green eyes. We have the same process where we wait. Eventually, we'll see something, but we don't have to deal with 100 or thousands of people's other images scrolling by. Okay, so here we are. We get our first little taste of what's to come, and then it gets refined, 15%, 31%. Keeps going until it finishes. Sometimes this can take a lot longer. Sometimes this can move pretty quickly. And 93%. And finally, does it finish? Not quite. There we go. Okay, so now I can click and I can see the images here. Pretty good results for a very simple prompt. 4 different results. Right, and this is something we're going to discuss more, what these buttons do down here, how we can isolate a particular image and get variations on one of the images. But this video is just about direct messaging the MidJourney bot. It's what I'll be using in this course. It's just way easier. You can see what I'm doing, although it is fun to explore what other people are doing in the MidJourney server. Specifically, if you go further down to some of the daily themes, for example, where there's people working on the daily theme is arrow and or ace, and people are generating, really cool things like these ace playing cards, just as an example. And there's competitions that you can find. So it's definitely worth playing around and looking at the server itself. But when it comes time to actually generate images, I much prefer to work with my direct message to the MidJourney bot itself.